and then I started dating again. And then in the dating process, you really realize that the dating pool has pee in it. I think it even has shit in it.
I was there when I needed someone who wasn't getting over you. When I moved to the side, when I moved, call you mine, and I know what you're feeling.
Maybe I need white bed sheets because the white looks so good.
Say my name, no one is around you. Say baby I love you, you ain't running game. Say my name, you acting kinda shady. Ain't calling me baby, why the sudden change? Say my name, no one is around you. Say baby I love you, you ain't running game. Say my name, you acting kinda shady. Ain't calling me baby.
Sometimes it's hard to tell you so. You may not be in the mood to learn what you think you know. There are times when I find you wanna keep yourself from me. But now that the strength, I'm just a mirror of what I see.
Hi guys, I'm looking so cute, like this outfit. Wow, I really like how I styled it. But yeah, I came to my favorite place to come and have a little drink because I haven't done a solo date in ages. So I thought, you know what, ik wil niet die ander gelijk die street ene. Yeah, so I came to Valdicha just to come chill, you know, and then maybe have like one cocktail and then go home. Yeah, I hope I really get like cute pictures. And yeah guys, I'll talk to you guys later. I'll show you guys what I have. I ordered what's called the kiwi fusion. I had it once and yeah, but I liked it when I had it, and my makeup just looks really good. It's just the lighting is too much, and the top is really hot today, and I'm wearing all of this. So let me know like a short skirt. That's it. Also right then. Yeah, so you guys see.
Should you ever feel the need to wonder why? Let me know. Let me
Good morning. This is the reason why I look like this is because I woke up like this. I genuinely did. I woke up like 2 hours ago or so, and I've just been stressing, but we're going to talk about that. I just wanted to say good morning and welcome to a new day in the Bloggy vlog. I guess earlier in this vlog you guys saw what I was up to, and that was probably sometime last week because first of all I haven't vlogged the whole of this week. Today's a Friday. I haven't gone to the gym the whole of this week. We'll talk about it. Yeah, like it's just been a hectic week for me, honestly. And then yeah, I've been, you know what, we're gonna talk about it, but it's fine. I just wanted to say good morning, and then I wanted to show you guys my interesting looking breakfast. So I'm actually having eggs, the diced ones, that's feta cheese, tomatoes, and this is like meat from yesterday, like the meal prep that I made. There's chicken and basically tomatoes and just bread. Yeah, because I can't be bothered to make myself anything else. Let me put this blender back. I couldn't be bothered, but like I said, I wanted to say good morning. And if you're looking at my breakfast weird, I'm sorry. Like, I just like certain types of foods. Like, I really like tomatoes. I wouldn't say I'm a big cucumber girl, but cucumber, maybe I should add some. Yeah, I like, if you like Greek salad, or you like things that are like vinegary, like I'm gonna add some vinegar on the tomatoes as well as the cucumber. I just like weird food, okay? But I know that my people are out there because I watch Aaliyah's face vlogs, and she likes the type of foods that I like, man. Like, she likes food that you can add like salt and acai, and you know, yeah. But either way, I'm just gonna chop up these cucumbers, and then I'm gonna eat, and then after eating I'm gonna get ready. And then after getting ready, I'm gonna sit on the couch and we're gonna chat, because you know, since the new year has started, we actually haven't had a sit down. You know, we're just gonna chat a little bit, you know, just talk about this new year, some of the things, you know, to look forward to, and also just like, we're just gonna chat, guys. We're just gonna sit and talk, okay? And then after that, I'm gonna take you guys to a cafe, because that's what I've been doing every day this week. Like, I would go to a cafe and go sit and work there, and like, yeah, I've been loving it so much. Like, I'm such a cafe girl now. Like, I'm such a cafe girl. Yeah, guys, so that's basically the tea. We're gonna eat. I just need to add some salt and pepper. Yeah, so that's basically the tea, honey, and then some aromat on my boiled eggs. Yeah, guys, so that's basically the tea for today. Today's a Friday, like I said. I think if anything, I'm just gonna go to a cafe and come home. I don't really like going out on Fridays. I like to go out, like, when I say go out, I mean like maybe go to a restaurant, go have like wine or whatever. I like to go out on like Wednesdays or like Thursdays. Yeah, I didn't go out yesterday though, but like Wednesdays for sure. I really like to step out on a little Wednesday, a little, you know, just because the crowd is different when I go out on those days, and the crowd is different when I go out on the weekend, like. So yeah, guys, let me eat, let your homegirl eat, and then I'll talk to you guys. Yapo, alaban to na marongo, alaban to na mauba, no matuna mutimani, by tata, and die fucker die chat, and to buy user. Yapo. Hi guys, your girl is all showered and looking like a lady now, you know. I was supposed to make myself some tea. Oh, okay, cool. We can start. So basically, I just wanted to give you guys like an update. So the whole of this week, this is Friday, like I told you guys prior, like today's Friday. So the whole of this week, I didn't go to the gym. The whole of this week, I went to a cafe. Not every day, but I think like 3 days in the week I went to a cafe. It was just a very interesting week for 2 reasons. Okay, so this week I was actually going through the most. You know, sometimes, like, have you ever had that feeling where you just feel like everything that could possibly go wrong is going wrong at the same time? I don't really want to get too much into the details, but like, I just felt like, what the hell is going on, you know? Yeah, let's say there's a lot of eggs in my basket that I was hoping will hatch soon, but the eggs didn't hatch, okay? So, but like, yeah, so I was just going through the most, and I just like, you know, I just sat with myself and I was just like, "Ugh, you're not okay, you know, focus on work, focus on like the problems, focus on trying to fix the problem instead of stressing about the problem." And a part of that was just me just not going to the gym, guys. Sometimes you just have to do what works for you, and that was working for me. And then yeah, but like I'm hoping that like I can take you guys to the cafe. If I can't take you today, I'll take you like on tomorrow's what, is it open on a Sunday? No, but it's not nice on the weekend. I think the cafe, maybe it is. Let me see quickly. But anyways, that's besides the point. Like yeah, so one of these days I'll take you guys with, so you guys can like go with me to the cafe. I just love a cafe vibe. I guess I'm a cafe girl now, you know. So that's basically what I've been up to, guys. So guys, I changed my outfit. I changed my outfit, so I'm still wearing the shorts though, but I just changed it into a white tee and this I don't know, this sweater, and I'm wearing these shoes, yeah, and some cute silver little earrings. Also, my pimples are getting better. As you can see, it's mostly only just the spots. So this was week 1, so let's see what we look like. Let's see what we look like in week 2. But yeah, I'm waiting for my Yango, and I see that the car is a car that I'm not familiar. So it says it's a gray Mitsubishi Triton or Triton, I don't know. So I Google like what car this is, because if I go outside I have to recognize the car. Why is it showing me a whole bakkie? Yango in Swakop is like, it's a whole bakkie. If I go outside and I see a skoro and I see a skoro, I'll be very angry. I'll be very, very angry. It looks like a whole bakkie. I hope it's a double cab. I hate sitting in front in Yangos. But like yeah, I'm seeing this whole bakkie. But Yango in Swakop has nice cars. Like I've seen a couple of nice cars. So let's see if it's really gonna be this car or if it's gonna be a skoro. Stay tuned. So I got a coffee. Oh my gosh, no. There's nothing sweet in here. And I'm at the bottom. Syrup.
Yeah, don't you taste it? Let's get some more.
It tastes very coffee-ish. No syrup. Okay, they've brought it back. At least I can see there's syrup this time. Exactly. You can, yo. People are swimming because the weather is amazing. Hello. Did I not think this was some sort of a snake? What is it though? Because it's there and it's there and it's there. I don't know what it is.
Stop lying. It's true. No. It's true. No. Come, the waiter said he called you guys twice. No, he didn't.
Good morning, guys. So today's a Sunday. I am headed to, well, I'm basically here already at Spur. They really make amazing breakfast. So that's basically what I'm gonna be doing today. I think I'm gonna close off this vlog today, but yeah, I'm gonna have some breakfast there. I think Spur has the best breakfast I've ever had, like in a very long time. Like fresh, nice. Like I remember I came there with my cousin. When was it? I think it was last year Christmas. It was a Christmas period. I'm not too sure, Christmas or New Year, somewhere there. Oh, it was so good. It was so good. So that's what I'm gonna do today, and then after that I'm just gonna go home, you know, prepare for the week. And yeah, so let's go have some brekkie. Guys, I went to Spur and they only serve breakfast till 11, and I just thought to myself, like, no, I'm not about to eat like a burger, you know, heavy food at 11 o'clock in the morning. So I decided to go the fuck home, because I only ended up coming here to have breakfast because a friend of mine was in town and we were actually supposed to have breakfast together, but then now they all had to like rush back to Windhoek, so they just gave me the money so that I can go and have breakfast by myself, you know. So that's basically the tea. And I got in there and they're telling me, no, they only serve breakfast till 11. I don't understand that concept, because I feel like at least if you sit till 12, I get it, because it's like a restaurant. This is a hotel of it for me. Yeah, so they only serve breakfast till 11. And yeah, I have meal prep, guys. I have food in my fridge. I don't like wasting money on unnecessary things, and I also don't like buying things just for the sake of buying it. So yeah, I'm just quickly gonna go check something in Model. I just want to get some BioPlus. If I don't find BioPlus, I'll just get Red Bull, and then I'm gonna go home, because like I said, I can't be having a burger at 11 o'clock in the morning. Wings, no, it's not that serious. So let's quickly go into Model and then get those things and go home. Hi, Food Khanet. Say hi to my YouTube channel.
YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Is it wet?
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Have a lovely day.
You too.
Our Africa, we are the same.
Mm.
Yeah, those people who live in Africa, we are the same.
Like the boer.
Yeah. Yeah. You think you call someone coming from one's the African people. That's it.
I didn't know this one was a church.
Yeah, it's a church.
Maybe for these Germans, ne?
Yeah, it's for Germany. But not Germany, this is for the Muslim. Not for Muslim.
Not Muslim.
This is for Germany.
Yeah.
This is for Germany.
I think that one also.
That
one. For what? Afrikaans.
Somi, those people from we call them Somi. Yeah, over Somi Pit Nation. Yeah, Somi. Yeah.
But they are white.
From Somi. Yeah, they are white. People from Somi. Those who was just coming with a mission in Africa that people they are going to school. People they are if they are sick they are going to the clinic or hospital, something like that. Understand? Those who just put the mission here for hospital and school, what. People that time he was sick. They were not going to the hospital. There were no hospital. They was used to just go in the bush.
But why are you saying money is Satanist?
Let me explain you some more. Money, if you like, let me say it. There's those who satisfying people because of money. So through blood, people's blood, through something goes. That's like I cannot explain so more deep.
Yeah.
But be careful of money. Yeah, money. If as long as you're having so few money in the account, so yeah, for surviving, it's good. Maybe so $500,000, you are good. As long as you buy your food, you solve all your problem. Yeah, in future, do you understand? Yeah, not like you want a million and a billion, trillion. So sometimes-
Million, trillion.
Yeah, be careful.
Hi guys, so I got back home. I ate some rice. What is new? I ate some rice, a chicken salad, and then I also had some cake for dessert. You guys know the cake that I like to buy from Woolies? Yeah, so I had that, and then I thought, you know, I've been trying to record this for some time now, but I just wasn't getting around to it, you know. So I basically like made a list of a few things that I want us like to talk about as girls, you know, especially now that we're stepping into this new year. First, like, some things you will notice that I'm trying to address it, and some things are just things that like I want to use as a I wanna use it as some sort of a goal, you know, like I'm setting a standard for myself for this new year. And I think that some of the girls would be interested in knowing, you know, some of the things that I want to get into moving into this new year, you know. So it's basically just like a chit chat, you know, a girl's chit chat. But yeah, let me not say a girl's chit chat, but a girl having a chit chat with the girls and the boys, you understand? And then I did give myself, I don't know what it is, that is the like what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, stand a little taller. And I did pour myself a beveragino. This is a little dry red wine, so I'm just gonna have a taste test. I love a good red wine. Let's get into it. So I want to start this new year by adding a new skill, you know. Like, I want to add a new skill in the sense that, like, I just want to learn something new, you know. I want to learn something new. Okay, let me not phrase it like that. Let me generalize. I'm actually going to generalize the things that I've written down here, because just a couple of things that I feel like me as a person, I really want to get into some of these things. Some of these things are things that I've already started implementing. So I'm just going to frame it as like I'm just going to generalize it, and yeah, I'm not going to make it like specific to me. But anyways, like in this new year, I really do think that as girlies and boys, we should add a new skill. It can be anything. It can be learning how to edit. It can be, it can be anything. It can be learning how to do nails. It can be learning how to just do something. And when I say a skill, I ideally mean it can be something small, but at least a skill that you can use to make yourself some extra coins. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I believe in multiple streams of income. I believe in doing whatever you can to make a little shmoney, honey, because I do believe in independence. Like, I believe in that more than I believe in myself. So yeah, and I do think that this year, if you haven't gone to school, and I'm speaking university, or if you're in high school, I would want to encourage you to finish high school, make it to grade 12, because in as much as high school feels so insignificant when you're in high school is a really important part of your life, and having a grade 12 is a really important part of your life. I mean, even if you choose not to continue to tertiary after grade 12, you need to have a grade 12. Like, you need to, like, I just feel like it's a must. As a girl, you must. I just feel like you cannot talk to me anyhow if you don't at least have a grade 12. I think you shouldn't be talking to anybody anyhow if you at least don't have a grade 12. Like, and then if maybe you're like me and you went to varsity and you dropped out, I would say finish it. If not finishing it, do something new. This is advice that I'm giving myself to a degree. I know that when I decide, or for those who don't know, I actually after high school I went to NAST for computer science. I studied until my second semester, and then I just like dropped out. Like, and I think that happened because I realized that the subject or the course was not what I expected it to be, number one. Number two, I realized that I don't think my personality and who I am would be satisfied with having a job that limits me to just being by the desk in front of a computer every single day of my life, and I think that's also a part of the reasons why I ended up in media, being a journalist and TV presenter and the works. So yeah, this is basically just to say, get that education, learn that new skill, challenge your cognitive functions, like do things that are going to challenge your brain, read more books, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're gonna be a hot girl in 2026, I think that's what we are gonna call this. We must call this list the 2026 hot girl list. And on this list, you should be ticking off things, or you should be making notes as to what you wanna add for yourself this year, or what you wanna take, from this list to be a hot girl in 2026. Moving on, focus on your looks. Some people might find this vain or shallow when I say things like, your looks are like a business card. Like, literally, whether you like it or not, whether that's in business or just like in life generally, the first thing people see when they see you are your looks. They see how well put together you are. They see if your hair is done. They see if your nails are done. They see if you accessorize. Like, you can really tell. Sometimes some people just look like they have their shit together just by looking at them. Like, they just look like you have your shit together. I am a firm believer of, if you look good, people treat you good. Like, I've tested this thing time and time again, and every time I put in a bit of effort just to leave the house, I always get treated great. Like, I really get really great treatment. Obviously the compliments are coming in, but like, you just get treated better when you look good. Like, I also say that, like, I know it's not going to be every single day that you're stepping out and you're gonna wanna look amazing from head to toe. You don't have to do that, but if anything, tie the hair up, make sure it looks a little bit neat, put on like an earring. Before, I never really used to put on earrings much, but lately I realized that, like, well, it makes you look really feminine when you have earrings on, even like a necklace. You guys know I don't take this necklace off, right? But like, it just makes you look more feminine and more well put together when you have a like cute little jewelry on, whether it's a bracelet, a necklace, earrings, or the whole three. You could literally just be wearing a plain dress, like I'm wearing one. I'm wearing a plain black dress, but just just accessorizing a little bit, making sure the hair looks good, and then take care of your skin, guys. I mean, if you watch the previous vlog, you know that I've been suffering from a breakout, but obviously I'm working on that. And outside of that, you guys know I'm obsessed with taking care of my skin. Like, I'm really obsessed with taking care of my skin, because as I said, this is the first thing people see when they see you. You understand? Before they even get to know that you're smart, that you're funny, whatever it may be, the first thing that people see when they see you is your face and your appearance as a whole. So I think it's important for you to take care of that. You understand? There's so many girls that like to like DM a person and say, you know, how do I where do you meet these rich guys? Like, oh, can you link me with a rich guy? Can you please plug me with a rich guy? First of all, I didn't know I was selling extension codes to plug you guys to meet rich guys. First of all, I don't know. I didn't know. Second of all, more often than not, it's not about, oh, where do you meet the rich guy, da 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 da, plug me with the rich guy. It has very little to do with that. More often than not, people who attract opulence, people who attract men, or just people with money, are people who also already like, number one, when it comes to ladies, you have to look very feminine. You need to dress well. You need to smell good. That's what I'm saying. You need to look good in order for you to even think about attracting a rich man. Do you understand? You cannot not take care of yourself. You cannot be the type of girl that's still asking for nails money, hair, nails money. Like, those are things you should already be able to take care of. Do you understand? In terms of your looks, right? So when you want to attract things like those, you already have to show up as that version of yourself who's dating rich men, for instance. You understand? You need to show up as that version of yourself. Otherwise, if you're leaving the house every day, you're wearing an oversized t-shirt with a taitiki of Jehan 8 with a bonnet. I've been seeing in Swako, people like to walk around with slippers and pajamas. I'm just like, who do you think is going to take you seriously in any shape or form, dressed like that, presenting yourself like that? So I think it's very important for you guys to be serious about looks. You know, even in this year, you guys are gonna see I'm definitely taking drastic steps, you know, to I don't want to say fix like something is wrong per se, but like, I'm just gonna do things that are gonna make me happy in terms of my looks. I believe in aesthetics, in the sense of like aesthetic procedures. You know, like if people get BBLs, I'm so for it. When people get liposuctions, tummy tucks, boob reductions, whatever, like veneers, whatever, like I'm so for people doing anything that's going to give them that confidence boost. You understand? Or people doing anything that's, you know, going to bring them closer to the person that they see themselves being, or the person that they envision themselves being. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I'm definitely for that. Obviously, I'm not gonna get into that, but as the year goes, you guys are gonna see what I mean when I say I'm definitely gonna be taking like serious steps when it comes to upgrading my looks. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? So can we all do that together? Like, all I'm saying is look good when you step outside. I know you're not gonna look good every single day. You are gonna have those days that you look like a hobo, you know, like a homeless person, and it be like that sometimes, for real. Maar jy moet probeer. I'd be damned if you're not trying. I'd be damned. Jy kan nie met die braids bly wat jy nou met 2 maande amper, jy sit nou vir 2 maande met die vlegsels en jy wil nie die vlegsels verlaat nie. Die my man sorg my nie. Do away with staying with the same braids for 2 months. Dit lyk vir jou verskriklik slodderig. It's one thing if you do that style way, if you have braids and then like you take out the first row and then the first row here, you rebraid and then you put it back. Maybe because you're in uni, there's no money like that, you know, even that works. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because at least you look presentable. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying go buy the most expensive wig, go to the most expensive salon. I'm just saying do better. You know what you're doing, most. You know you don't do your hair. Even you guys that have boyfriends and people are gonna come at me for this, but like, even I had this conversation with someone the other day and we were randomly talking about how like, why is it that like married women let themselves go so much, you know? Like the lady was, the conversation started from her saying that like marriage is the problem. Like she was saying that there's so many women, the debate was no, it's having kids that's the problem. And then that specific person was saying that no, it's not kids. I know people who are single mothers or whatever, and they have 2-3 kids, but they don't let themselves go. It's typically married women who let themselves go. And I can never understand that concept, because I'm always just like, surely you attracted that person with maybe, not even maybe, we all know men are physical beings, right? When you met your now husband, for instance, you looked a certain way, you dressed a certain way, you presented yourself a certain way, right? He liked you so much, he stayed. Do you understand what I'm saying? Then now, jiggy, a few years in the marriage, or even months into the marriage, people get so comfortable. Like, and me, when I was talking about this with this lady, we were basically bouncing off of each other about this topic, because we were like, it's not one person, it's not 2 people, it's not 3 people. There are so many women, so many married women that I just don't understand. I don't understand. Like, how do you just let yourself go like that? Because it's just like, and then when your husband is probably stepping out, now he's seeing Vanessa's just, you know, pinned her hair up a little bit, worn like or she's wearing a simple little dress, you know, she put on some earrings, you know, biggie lip gloss, and then squinkies aangetrek, and she stepped out. Now that's turning your husband's head. Do you understand? Because at home, his little boo thing is just saying net mooi once in a while. I just don't get it, guys. For me, it's the same concept of as a man. Let's say a man, you as a man, you don't give your girlfriend money, or you don't give your wife money, for instance, and then your wife goes outside there, no sin say, women some skin champagne bottle squab, and you know how people are dashing money out to people, and then no Bomuka say her husband doesn't give her no shmoney, honey. Do you understand? Of course it's Alkhan Bomuka. If your husband takes care of you, do you understand? He makes sure you are sorted, especially financially. He makes sure you are sorted. When you go out there, you also walk with a different type of confidence, man, because you are what? You are taken care of. And yesali Bomuka or cling wigis means like come a bucket scope and bottle scope, and yesali what that the Bomuka need. Do you understand why? Because you are taken care of. Exactly the same point I'm trying to make. If you are always looking good at home, you know, for your husband, making sure that even if you're like a lingerie of when you're at home, you don't have to look fancy schmancy all the time, but just, you know, wearing big t-shirts and tights. Like I was saying earlier, even these people, they just walk around with these big t-shirts and tights all the time. When you're married, I don't know, girl. Like, I've never been married, but I thought that could never be me. That could actually never be me, because now that you've got the man, you gotta keep the man. That's just tea. Yeah, guys, so basically overall, take care of your looks, your hair, your skin, your nails, and your body. I forgot to speak on body. Work out, guys. And if you don't want to work out and you have the money, you can really go get a surgery done. Hey, you can get liposuction, you can get a tummy tuck, or the, what do they call it, mommy makeovers, where sometimes some mommies go and then they get like a breast lift and then like a tummy tuck. Sexy, but like, yeah, even if you can't afford that, go to a boot camp, join a gym, just take care of your body, guys. I'm telling you, this is the same body that you expect to carry you through life. This is the same body that you expect to take you to work, bring you back. The same body that you expect to tolerate so much alcohol intake. This is the same body that you expect to keep you well. If you've ever been sick, if you've ever been sick, whether it's a flu or just anything that was really like, you know, sometimes you just get certain sicknesses that like they really make you appreciate good health. It's the same thing. Right now you have a fully functional body. Take care of that body, guys. Take care of your body. Work out. There's no reason. I know that, you know, people go through things and sometimes, you know, you gain weight in the process of so many different circumstances, but take care of your body, period. If you don't like to go to the gym, save money. You can save like a 50,000 and then go get a liposuction done, get a boob lift, and then you need the gym. But take care of yourselves, guys. Take care of your body. That's your body. It's nobody else's body. Take care of it. There's even Ozempic now. You don't even have to go to the gym if you don't want to go to the gym. You don't have to go get surgery if you don't want to get surgery. That's what Ozempic could. You understand? There are so many things that you can do, you know, to get to your desired body weight. Even though not everybody is trying to lose weight, you know, some people are trying to gain weight like me. So obviously that requires a different level of like taking care, you know. But the moral of the story is just to take care of your body. Go to the gym, work out, guys. Do it for your health. These things are things that are taking care of you. You know, there are things that you do in this life. Oh, you are doing it because, okay, it's going to satisfy your boss. Okay, you're doing it because it's going to satisfy your kids. You're doing it because it's going to satisfy your family members. You're doing it because it's going to satisfy your spouse. But these things that I'm telling you guys now are things that are meant to satisfy you and make you happy and feel good. You know what I mean? Moving on. So now this specific topic is a bit sensitive. It's a bit taboo. But now we're gonna have some sexual education, because I just feel like I haven't come across any platforms, whether it be here on YouTube, maybe on TikTok. On TikTok people are very vocal about things, you know, but it's not everyday conversations where people are really talking about like the dangers of having sex, guys. So now let's say it's a guy in a relationship, and let's say he has 2 side chicks, because sometimes it be like that. Let's say he has 2 side chicks, okay, and then those 2 side chicks, the one is probably also seeing somebody else, the other one is probably also seeing somebody else. Do you see how crazy that chain is? And imagine now you who's in a relationship, you're thinking, okay, we're having unprotected sex, we're having unprotected sex because I'm in a committed relationship, I'm with a partner, but then again, guys, at the end of the day, it's night and you have to take care of yourself first. So whether you're single or you're in a relationship, guys, strap up. And if you're not strapping up, go on things like PrEP. Do you understand? Go on things like, let's say for instance, you happen to be in a situation and maybe you were using protection, right? You're using protection and then maybe the condom bursts. Go to a clinic. Rush. Go to a clinic. Don't wait till things get messy. Go to a clinic. They can check you, you know, and it's obviously cheaper because it's public health care, right? Then you go to a clinic, they can test you there, they can even give you, what is the other one? I think there's PrEP and then there's PEP. To show, I think I'll try and put the definitions here. One, you take, let's say after you've already been exposed. So let's say you were having unprotected sex, or maybe you were having protected sex and then maybe the condom broke. So now you have like 72 hours to go to a clinic or to a GP, and then they can prescribe you that PrEP or the PEP, and then you take it, you know, for a set amount of days, do you understand, to protect yourself from potentially, you know, getting the virus being HIV in this case. And then there's PrEP. PrEP. Hey, terminologies, I'm not too sure. But then there's another one that you take, like I think that one you take on a daily basis, and even if you were to have unprotected sex, you would, like, the person won't be able to transfer HIV to you, for instance. But I know I'm giving you guys advice on this PrEP and PEP stuff, but that's just, it just has to do with HIV, you know. And HIV is just also I guess I don't know about you guys, but I guess even socially it's the one that's feared the most, even though it's not even the most dangerous one. You know, there are so many other STDs you can get just from having unprotected sex, and some are uncurable. But I'm just saying, I'm just giving you guys this advice because I know of this. This is not medical advice of any sort. This is just what I would do. Do you understand? So if you have the money to go to a GP, go to a GP. Do you understand? And at least get yourself checked every 6 months. Do you understand what I'm saying? Go get like a full body check, make sure that everything is sharp, because so many times people are living with STDs and they don't even know it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you know how scary that is? Do you know how scary that is? Imagine you're having a partner, your new boyfriend, and maybe things happen, and then the person is now giving you something and they don't even know that they have it. make sure you go get checkups regularly. Even if you're in a relationship, you and your partner must go get checkups together. Don't wait till your body starts to feel weird or till something starts to feel a bit strange, you know, or maybe you catch a yeast infection, now you're scared. Don't be scared then. You must already be taking preventative measures, you understand? And outside of that, you should be checking up. You should be going for checkups regularly. Moral of the story, let's do checkups regularly. Take care of our bodies, guys. As native and more late working, you have to take care of your body from the inside as well. It doesn't help if you are looking beautiful on the outside, but on the inside things are going south. Things are going south. I know I like to make jokes here and there, guys, but like, this is a very serious conversation. Like, you need to protect yourself, because there are so many story times that you would hear on like TikTok and stuff.
Everyone doesn't use protection. You gotta protect yourself. I'm one of the ones who never used protection. You gotta protect yourself, because I've been with a lot of people. Yes, I've been with a whole lot of people, and we have never used protection. Ever. All of the women, we never use protection. All of the men, we never used protection. So it's important to know that everybody don't look at protection the same way. Be mindful of the people who choose not to want to use protection. Won't bring it up, nothing. Just go on ahead and start hunching. Protection is in order. Protect yourself if you want to be further into the future. Don't gamble with your life like how I gambled with mine. Now I'm thankful I have a clean bill of health. I get checked every few months for everything, and all of my tests has always come back as negative for any virus or infection or disease, except for once, a long time ago. Other than that, no clean bill of health.
Editing Desiree. Before we move on to the next part, the clip that I put in before, I want to make it very clear to you guys, just in case some people might have missed what that guy in the video was saying. Yes, he's saying that he's clean, right? And he's saying that he gets tested regularly, right? But if you listen deeply, you will understand that he said that there was only once when the test didn't come out negative, meaning that that one is the one that's remaining, and that one is the one that is bringing him to the point of making that video. Do you understand? So I want you to tap in, you know. So if you want to go back and listen to the video, I want you to apply your mind when you're listening to the video. Moving on. Dating. You know, for me, guys, I've been single for a while now. I mean, obviously you guys know that I date, and when I say date, I mean like I go on dates often, you know, but it doesn't mean like, I know in Namibia it might, like, I know in Namibia people, when you say dating, they think relationship. No, dating in my world is when I go on dates with different people, sometimes the same people, you know, but I'm dating, right? And then obviously when I'm in a relationship, I'm in a relationship. So I've been dating for a while now, and I've also been okay with not being in a relationship, because I just feel like, I mean, in as much as, guys, when you stay alone the way I do, you can get lonely. Like, it really does get lonely, but at the same time I feel like it's better to be lonely than to give yourself to people who don't value you, you know, people who don't see your value, they don't treat you right, you know, they don't meet your expectations, they don't care for you the way you want, they don't love you the way you want. I just think it's better to save yourself, self-preservation, rather than, you know, putting yourself in a position of having like underwhelming experiences, you know. So that's basically where I've been at. I've prayed about it. I've told God, you know, like the type of man that I would want to send that I would want him to send my way, and I guess I will just be living life until that time comes, you know. But yeah, it does get a bit sad, it does get a bit lonely, but I also know what I want, you know, in a man. I know how I want a man to treat me, you know, I know how I want this man to show up for me. So I don't think I'm in the business of settling, you know. I'm not gonna settle. I'm not gonna be here dating one tate like this because I'm just lonely now. I might just be dating around just for the sake of it, and it's the same tates that don't believe in buying flowers or going on dates. And you know, I'm just at a point in my life where I cannot explain myself to a man. Like I cannot explain why I expect a man to take care of me. You know, when I say take care of me, I mean like give me money, make sure I'm sorted. I don't need to explain myself to a man as to why I would want him to take me out on dates. I don't want to explain myself to a man as to why I would like flowers or romantic gestures. Do you understand? I don't understand why I have to explain myself to a man as to why I would want us to travel together. Like, you know, just the basic things, just the things that I already do for myself, things that I know I'm already capable of. I don't feel like I need to explain myself to a man as to like, oh, I want you to do these things for me. Oh, why do you want me to do these things for you? Oh, you need to do these things for me for X, Y, and Z reason. No, like fuck off. Actually, like just go and learn from somebody else, not me. So yeah guys, maybe one day I'm gonna come back to this video and I'm gonna be grateful that I waited, you know, and that I trusted God's timing. And yeah, so moving into what I want us to do when it comes to dating is I want you to set boundaries, you know, because I've become very strict since my last relationship, because obviously when my relationship ended, I was single for a while, and then I started dating again. And then in the dating process, you really realize that the dating pool has pee in it. I think it even has shit in it. Oh my god. So in that process, I've become more and more strict, you know. I don't tolerate shit from niggas. Like I really don't. Like I actually don't. So when you have boundaries, guys, it's very easy for you to cut niggas off. Like it's very easy for you to cut them off. So like set boundaries. So I'll give you guys an example. So for me, I am not a fan of men. I'm not a fan of a man who speaks loud, like who shouts at me, a man who is rude to me. Like I love a soft-spoken man and I love a respectful man. So not too long ago, I was in a situation where I flew to, I'm not going to tell you guys where it was, but like I flew to a country to go meet somebody that I had been talking to for a long while, right? So we met, and the thing is, I remember the first red flag was that he had a driver, right? So that driver, when he's not unavailable, but like when I would want to go somewhere or do anything, the driver takes me around. The driver got me from the airport, you understand? So the driver would be around to take me wherever I would want to go, right? So there was this night that he comes from work, and then they pick me up, him and the driver, and then we're going for dinner now, right? He picked me up because I don't believe in staying at men's houses, especially when I'm going to meet you for the first time. No matter how much I feel like we've connected over the phone, I feel like this was just a pro tip. Like if you ever fly out to go meet a guy, I don't think you should be staying at a guy's house the first time you go meet him. Like I know I've seen videos on TikTok and I've heard stories of girls going to stay at men's houses like when they go visit them for the first time. I just don't think it's safe. And even this situation that I'm about to tell you guys is so more reason as to why I don't think it's safe, you know. Just the same way I don't think it's safe for you to fly to another country to go meet a man that hasn't booked you a return ticket. You Grace? No, are you okay? Like, are you actually okay? But it's fine, we're gonna get back to that on another day. But yeah, so basically on the specific day they come pick me up. We are now going for dinner, right? So you know how when you're driving, sometimes there are certain parts of the road where like you can give leeway for somebody to go before you, right? So he lets the driver go before, the driver lets another car go before him, and then this dude now starts to like, he's like, he calls the driver out. He's like, you are stupid, like are you so stupid, why would you let the guy pass now, look now. Mind you, we haven't made a reservation anywhere, we're not late for anything. It's not like we are time bound, do you understand? Like we have to be somewhere at a specific time. That's not even the case. So I'm in my mind, I'm thinking, man, he was speaking to the guy in such a, I felt so bad. Like he was like, are you stupid, are you dumb, why would you let him drive before you, look now, look now we have to wait here, da, da, da. That time I'm just thinking, pipe it the fuck down, like can you calm down, like can you relax? In my mind I'm thinking, I don't say anything, but in my mind I'm thinking, I also thought, I'm next. I was like, I'm next. Because when somebody speaks to people like that, and through the next day, me and him had spoken about something. We'd agreed, you know, that I was gonna go shopping the next day and I was gonna go to the mall and stuff like that. And then the next day comes and then he starts whiling out about me going to the mall. Like, mind you, he's like, he called me in the morning to confirm, like, oh, what time is it that you want to go do these things, you know, for this mall run of yours? Because the reason why I was going to the mall was because he said we are going out that night and we're going out with his friends that I've never met, do you understand? So I thought, let me go, you know, find myself a cute little something to wear and also get myself a new wig, because at that point I remember the wig I was wearing was lifting. My skirt, the guy just, it was just like, it was a switch. Then he just started like complaining. He's like, no, can't you do these things tomorrow? I'm like, how am I doing it tomorrow if we are going out tonight? And I already told him about it last night when we were at dinner. I told him, no, I would want to go to the mall because I want to, you know, get a new outfit, because it was at the dinner that he told me that his friends are going to be around, so we're going to step out, da, da, da. But anyways, he wiles out and then he speaks to me in such a rude manner. He's raising his voice at me. At some point I'm talking to him on the phone, he switches off the phone in my ear. I said, I think the fuck not. I think the fuck not. I remember even when I was speaking to him on the phone, I had gone downstairs because I wanted to have some food at the restaurant at the hotel downstairs now. And then I remember at that point I was still sitting on the table. I hadn't even ordered anything yet. Guys, I got so emotional because for me, if somebody shouts at me, I didn't know like I'm that sensitive a bit, but I guess I am, you know. So when somebody shouts at me, like I'm just like, what is going on? And I literally wanted to start crying. So I get up and I go back to the hotel room and I'm sobbing, you know. I call my best friend, I'm telling her like, bro, like this and this is happening, da da da. I just don't understand, why would somebody speak to me like that, da 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 da. Do you guys know what I did? I packed all my shit and I left. I booked myself in at another hotel in that country that I don't know. It was my first time visiting that country. I don't know anybody there like that. Okay, I knew people, but not like that. But I booked myself in at another hotel, and as the driver came, because I got another driver. Anyways, when the driver came to pick me up, then as the driver is now driving out from the gate of the hotel, I send him a nice long text message, my scat, and I tell him that like I didn't appreciate the way he spoke to me, and the reason why he was speaking to me like that was so uncalled for, you know. Like I just yeah, I sent it to him, my dear. And you know what the worst part is? He was trying to manipulate me after I told him how disrespected I felt about how he spoke to me. Because had I spoken to him in that manner, he wouldn't have been able to handle it. But moral of the story is just, for me personally, I have decided I'm never gonna tolerate that shit. I'm never gonna tolerate a man speaking to me anyhow. It's just not gonna be my portion. I'm so sorry, it's not going to be my portion. So I left his ass, and I'm sure he couldn't believe it. He couldn't believe it. But I was just like, I guess it like girls. Maybe the girls that he's with typically, you know, they take that shit. But me, I'm not lucky. I'm not gonna tolerate shit like that. Yeah, so moral of the story is just, guys, have standards, ne? And set boundaries, so that when somebody oversteps a boundary, or when somebody doesn't meet your standards, you can easily identify it. Do you know that when you don't have standards, you take anything from anyone? Do you know that? If you don't say to yourself, like for me, obviously the person must, you know, take care of me, like the things that I told you guys before. So when I see somebody's talking to me crazy and talking out of the side of their neck, I'm just like, drop me off. This is where I'm gonna get off. If you don't believe in setting standards and keeping those standards and keeping people around to respect those standards, I don't know what to say to you. Because you're just gonna accept any and everything from everybody. Like, you're just gonna accept any nigga just because the nigga wants you, or maybe just because the nigga has money. You're just gonna accept that behavior from him because he has money. No, I genuinely, obviously, like I prefer a man to have money. Like, that is just a preference thing. But I'm not gonna be with a man just because he has money. If you don't know how to treat me, you can get out. If you don't know how to talk to me, you can get out. If you don't know how to give me some of that money, you can get out. Like, I don't need it. I want it. I don't need it. But yeah, and then in the same breath of setting boundaries, friendships, guys, I want you guys in this new year to build new friendships. I know on social media there's a lot, like, you know, that people say about like making new friends. People are scared of making new friends, you know, because girls are weird. Girls are weird as hell. Like, girls are weird. That's why you guys don't see me with many friends. Like, you will see me with the same set of people year in, year out, because I don't tolerate nonsense. Like, I really don't tolerate nonsense. Set boundaries in friendships as well, and communicate in friendships as well. Like, guys, you cannot come and kill yourself because of a friend. My mom always used to say, die vrienden. Like, guys, you cannot come and kill yourself because of friendships. Especially, like, for me, the concept of being a people pleaser, I just can't fathom. I can't, because I'm not. Like, to a large degree, I'm a very selfish person. And I know people typically associate selfish as a negative thing, but I think there's a lot of positives in being selfish, you know, because I believe in putting yourself first before anything else, before anybody else. Do you understand? Whether it's friends, family, mother, father, love it. It's fine. You can love them and you can be there for them. But remember to put yourself first. If people are not treating you right, communicate. If now after you've communicated, you see that, nah man, this person actually taking me for a puss, leave. You didn't come on this world, you didn't come on this earth with those people. I see your massacre, leave. If somebody doesn't respect you as a friend, guys, it's not by force. If you see the person is always out with other people, the person's constantly posting other people, it's a bit different, leave. Guys, when you see red flags, they leave. Like, for instance, that guy that I was telling you guys about, maybe we can call him Rudy, the one who was rude to me. Rudy, like, if I decided to ignore that red flag of Rudy, I just know he's the type of person that, like, in a relationship, he could be he could even be verbally abusive, he could even be physically abusive or emotionally abusive. Do you understand what I'm saying? So when you're in friendships, guys, communicate when the person does something that you don't like, so that the person knows how to treat you. Do you understand what I'm saying? And if you notice that the person doesn't respect what you said to them, when you say that you don't like something, distance yourself. That's how you get respect from people more often than not, honestly, guys. If you tell somebody I don't like something and they don't stop doing it, you remove yourself, period. There's no need for you to be forcing friendships, guys. There are many friends to be made, you get me? And the other thing that I wanted to say is, like, make friends that are try to make friends that are aligned with you, you know? If you're somebody that's in business, try and make friends that are also business minded, you know, so that you guys can have conversations about, like, things that are stimulating, things that help you grow. If you are somebody who's maybe in corporate, try having other corporate friends, or maybe a mixed group of friends. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you are doing a certain something, you're in a certain industry, and maybe you're at a certain level, try making friends with people who are above that level. If there are 5 people in a room as friends, right, and you are the smartest one, you're the richest one, you're the highest in the room. If you're that person, then you're taking the L. Do you understand? Because everybody here is learning something from you. You are pouring into these people's cups, but nobody's pouring into yours. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if you are the smartest in the room, the richest in the room, you are in the wrong room. You should be in those rooms where you are learning, you're constantly learning from people. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that all your friends have to be in the same industry. Shit, my friends, none of my friends do what I do. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's just good to have friends that are doing things, guys, so that you can move together at the same pace. Those are the type of friends you should be having in your life. I know there's more to it than these things that I'm telling you guys about. That obviously you need to find friends that are honest, and you know, friends that are real, friends that are loving, friends that reciprocate, you know. But I feel like these things, those reciprocating, those communication, all that is, they tie into what I said about relationships, because I feel like friendships and relationships, like romantic relationships, they're kind of similar, because you kind of sorry, but like, yeah, they're very similar. Like, just the same way you need to nurture a romantic relationship, you also need to nurture a platonic relationship. Like, you need to plan dates, you need to be intentional, you need to communicate, you need to be honest, you need to be open. Do you understand? Like, it's kind of the same. So I don't want to really repeat myself when it comes to setting boundaries and all those things. Those things that I said about when you date are the same things that apply in friendships more often than not. And I think that's maybe the reason why I've been able to keep the friends that I have. It's very rare that you would see me making friends with people like on the skama frinda, and then we on break up a skash, man, a skash, a spy, a skash. Like, it rarely happens. And this is because I'm very skeptical, I'm very picky, I'm a no-nonsense bitch, I'm from Dolam, so I can just I can just smell bullshit from a mile away, you know. Even pretentious people, like, I can rake from far like a stinky fish. I can smell it, you know. I can even sense people who are just kicking with me in front of my face, you know, but I know you'd be talking shit about me, because, you know, shit always gets back to me anyways. But I think be very intentional about friendships this year, guys, because I really believe that the friends that you are having in your 20s especially, these are the people that are supposed to be your kids' aunties and uncles. These are the people that you're supposed to be inviting to your weddings. Do you understand what I'm saying? These are the friends that I always think to myself, there's this thing that I always say to two of my friends. I'm like, some people, like, I always use this analogy. I don't know why. It's not necessarily an analogy, but I always envision like an engagement dinner, right? I'm imagining an engagement dinner with me, my fiance's close friends, maybe business associates, my close friends, maybe business associates, like, and I'm imagining the type of table that is, the conversations that are being had on that table, and the caliber of people on that table. When I think of friends, I always ask myself, like, do you think you can invite this person to your engagement party? It's so weird, and it only happens in my head, but it's so real to me personally, because I'm like, I want people who are cool, I want people who are normal. And when I say normal, I mean, like, I don't want no weird bitches. Like, I don't like weird people. I really don't like weird people. I don't like stuck up people. So when I think about that table, I'm imagining like a certain aura, you know, a vibe that's flowing on that table. And when some people that I meet, I'm just like, you cannot be at the engagement party, my sweetheart. you can't, you know. So I think you guys can find your own version of that to try and like tick or eliminate some friends. And when I say tick, I mean like a yes, to say, yeah, this is a good friend. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Moving on. Money talk. Let's talk money. Save money, guys. This year I really want us to have a lot of conversations about money and all these things that I'm actually talking about here. Obviously, as the year goes, you know, we're going to experience a lot of different things together, right? Because we're locked in. Money is like, it's one of those things that are constant. Like, it's just a part of life, you know. And I really want us to have more open conversations about like money and saving and stuff. And obviously I'm not where I want to be in life, as like, you know, but I think that so far I've done well with managing my finances, guys. I remember when I left my job 2 years ago. I left the job because I was actually fed up, you know, like going to work and you're constantly having anxiety, your working environment is toxic, your management is an asshole, like that kind of vibe. So I started planning my exit very early on. So I was like, okay, I need to make sure I have at least 6 months rent, and then obviously extra money to take care of myself, and then, you know, I'll figure it out as I go. So obviously when I left, I just started, like, what was so good was the time that I left my job was the time that my ex came into my life, and I feel like he was sent by God, because the amount of money that I had when I said, oh, I'm gonna leave my job, I mean, I think it was gonna work out maybe, but I think God, I had fasted during that period, so I think God was really like guiding me, I guess, and maybe sending my helpers my way. And I feel like my ex was really like a destiny helper, you know. So when I left my job, I did save up a good amount of money, and then obviously because of the person I was dating, he was really taking care of me. So even the money that he would give me, I wouldn't just splurge everything just because I have money in my bank account. Like, I would save the money. But if I was somebody that didn't know how to manage my money, I don't think I would have lasted 2.5 years without a steady income. Like, okay, now I do have a job that I work, but like, I've only been working this job since what, September? But prior to that, I was just winging it, guys. I was just hustling. Do you get me? But for me to be able to maintain myself, I think I do have a good sense of managing, or of how to manage my finances. I'll just give you guys a small tip. For instance, like FNB has, like, you have your main account, right? So I'm only speaking on FNB because that's the bank that I'm currently banking with. I am looking to explore other banks in the course of this year, you know, for saving purposes. But yeah, I guess when I experience other banks and the features that they have, I will plug you guys on what I've come across and whatnot. But I'm just gonna focus on FNB for now because that's the bank I'm banking with currently. So with FNB, you have your main bank account, right? So FNB gives you a lot of saving options. So you have your main account, and then you can have what's called a savings account, a savings pocket, sorry. So what happens is that, like, so with the savings pocket, what they do, which I find really cool, is like, so when you open the savings pocket, there's this thing that they ask you. So basically, like, when you swipe, there's a specific amount of money that's deducted from your main account and it goes into your savings pocket. Like, it's, yeah, automatically. So it's like you're saving without thinking about it. Like, you're saving, but you don't have to take money and put it there. Like, you're just saving without even realizing it. You understand? So I think you can adjust it from $5 to $10. I think it does. I think you can get less than $5. I'm not sure, but I think it's somewhere between 5 and 10. I think below 5 also. I'm not too sure because I opened my savings pocket a long time ago. So on top of the fact that when you swipe, money goes there. If, let's say, you are saving to buy yourself a new phone, or you want to buy yourself a new laptop, or you want to buy yourself a TV, when you want to save up for something, I think it's important to have a separate account. So you can use something like the savings pocket. So let's say every month, maybe you don't work, but you know you always get money every month. So from that money, you take a 150, you take a 200. Sometimes you won't have the 150 or 200, but you will be able to have a $50. You put it there. So every time you get money, you take a big portion of that money, you put it there. Like, so for me, for instance, when I work and I get paid, my salary pays for like my rent and, you know, my day-to-day stuff, right? But when I get money, let's say a boy sends me money, I will take, if I'm saving up for something, I will take 50% of that money and put it in the savings pocket. Why? Because I must know I'm saving towards something. So it makes it easier for you to save in a separate account. You just need to have the discipline not to touch that money because you know that you are working towards something. I remember that's how I saved up my first 10,000 when I was working in Windhoek that time, when I was still working as a journalist in Windhoek. I remember the first 10,000 I saved up from months and months and months of working. I would, like, just every month when I get a salary, I would take like $1,000 and put it aside. When I get any money somewhere, you know, sometimes, you know, the universe is just blessing you most, so you just put it aside. You understand? Because sometimes, guys, we get so much money in the course of a month and you don't know where the money goes. At least when you save, and you buy yourself something, then you know, yeah, I remember my first fan bag I bought with that 10,000 that I'd saved. Like, obviously a part of it, I don't remember what I did with the other part of the money, but I saved Even this phone that I have here today, I didn't just go buy it cash. Okay, I bought it cash, but I saved to buy the phone. That's what I'm saying. So saving can become very addictive. Actually, it can become very addictive. Once you do it and you succeed at it, you just want to do it more. So you can start like that with a savings pocket, and then what is it, FNB also has an account that's called a 32-day account. So that account is the account like you open, but that one is like maybe you're saving towards something big, you know, like car co-op or something, you know. So now you put money there. The good thing about that account is you can't take that money out any day you feel like. It's called a 32-day account because you have to put in a notice 32 days in advance before you get that money. That's a good one also. This is just advice to the girlies. It's not necessarily financial advice. I'm just telling you guys what I do, how I do it, because it's been working for me for so long. And then the second thing that I wanted to say was have your own money, guys. In as much as I believe in a man giving me money, guys, I believe in having your own money. I believe in it, because imagine like the situation with Rudy. Imagine if I didn't have my own money. Well, I would have just stayed and I would have just tolerated his bullshit, because why? I don't have my own money. I can't do anything. I just have to kukut until I have to leave, which is so sad, guys, which is really sad. And I think it's also a reason why so many women are staying in abusive relationships. It's that financial dependence. I'm telling you, yay. Do everything in your power to make sure you have your own. Even me, the one thing that I wish I did when I was working a full-time job was I wish I used my salary to start a business. It's just that being a journalist, it's not child's play, babes. It is not child's play. The job is highly demanding, and the compensation doesn't really match the time that it requires from you. Some days I would work, it's a mandag tot mandag. Some days I'll be working on weekends. Christmas I'm working, New Year's I'm hey. That time I was not even getting paid more than 10,000, guys. It's not a joke. Moral of the story is just make sure you have your own money. Start a business, do something on the side. Even if you get to a point where you are dating the richest guy in the world and he tells you don't work, you don't have to work, or even if it's not the richest guy but the guy takes care of you, make sure you have a job, guys. Do your own thing. Because I've never seen any good come out of completely and utterly relying on a man fully. Even the men that have been the most amazing towards me, very generous towards me. There was one man that once told me, you should never ever in your life rely on a man. Mind you, that man was the first man to show me 40,000 for me to see it in my bank account and say, "Wakat, you show pa." That same man told me, he was teaching me something, which I'm so grateful for, which is that it's fine, it was not, he didn't tell me that the same day that he gave me the money, but when we would have random conversations, he would tell me it's very important for you to be independent. Even if you are married, even if you are in a long-term committed relationship, it's very important for you to be independent, in the sense where be an individual outside of your relationship. Don't get into a relationship and merge with the person and lose your sense of self. Do you understand what I'm saying? And sense of self in every capacity. Some people get into relationships and dump their friends. You understand? They don't talk to their friends anymore. They don't give their friends attention. Whereas with men, guys, men's lives don't change when they get into relationships. Even when they get married, they keep the same friends. Their lives are pretty consistent. You understand? So it's very important to maintain a sense of self, financially, mentally, emotionally. Like, be your own person. Remember to be your own person. Always, always, always. Be your own person. Have your own friends. Live your own life. You know what I mean? Like, I learned that the hard way. I really learned it the hard way. But I guess that's just the way sometimes some people have to learn. But you don't have to learn like that. Sometimes you have to listen to people when they advise you, guys. Last but not least, we're going to be trying new things this year. Like, we're going to be trying new things. Like, you guys have seen that I've really been into cafes. Or I don't know if you have seen. I know prior, I really wanted to tell you guys a lot about... I think there was a time I wanted to do this exact sit down. But... yeah, it was the day that I went with you guys to the cafe. I tried bobos. there's this other cafe. I typically go to Slow Town. Yeah, but I've really been loving cafes. And when I go to cafes, I love it because I meet new people. Sometimes it's at the cafe, sometimes it's on the way to the cafe, it's when I'm leaving the cafe. You know, like I've just been meeting so many different people. Like recently, oh my gosh, I met a man and he was Russian. And it was, why is my face red? But like, yeah, he was Russian and he was like my type to the T. Like, have you ever seen your type but in a different font? Y'all know on this channel, I don't think I've ever spoken about a white man. Maybe I have once because I've only had one prior experience. But I was just like, damn, my man. It doesn't take much for me to fall in love. Just 3 to 4 hours max. Yeah, so my man. And that guy was so sweet, he was so soft-spoken, he was so nice. And mind you, we didn't even do the Vinky Vonko. Mind you, I met him today. He was flying out the next day back to Moscow, and then he gave me 500 USD just to say, no, you know, this is just a gift for you. Like, it's just like, it's nice when you put yourself out there and you really attract the things that you want. Like, do you know what I'm saying? So everything that I'm saying, everything that I've said so far to say is that, guys, sometimes the way you show up, the way you present yourself, you know, your mindset is what determines the things that come into your life. Like, really, I feel like everything is spiritual, you know, and I think that your mindset towards most things determines your trajectory. And mind you, I just decided to start going to these cafes because working from home, because I work from home, is very depressing. So I thought to myself, you know what, it's fine, I can take that amount of money that I spend on a cab to go to a cafe and have a coffee. To understand, it's for my mental health, and being in a different environment really helps you. Like, it really helps you, and sometimes it just elevates you, which is also making me feel like, you know what, this year I'm gonna force myself to be in different places, different countries, things that I've never done before, because maybe then I will see more of God's hand in these things, because I'm changing my environment, you know. Because sometimes the environments that you are in keep you stagnant. Sometimes the town that you are in, that you grew up in, is keeping you stagnant. The country that you are in is keeping you stagnant. You understand? That job that you've been wanting to quit for months and years is keeping you stagnant. Sometimes, you know, things that you are used to, your comfort zone, keeps you stagnant. So me, the theme of my life this year is changing my environment. So yeah, guys, I really loved having this chit chat with y'all. And yeah, I really hope you took some tips here. You know, you can take some, and you can leave the rest for everybody else. Okay, so yeah, guys, I really loved having this chit chat with you guys. I was chatting more than sipping, but you know me, I can really yap somebody's head off. But we're gonna definitely do more of these. Let me know if you guys like sit downs like these, and if you guys want to see more of these. But yeah, we're definitely gonna do more of them, whether you like it or not. But tell me what you think about it in the comment section. If you've reached this point of the video, leave a nice little black heart emoji down below. Down below. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Mwah.